Everybody now, let me see your hands up. Everybody now, let me see your hands up. Everybody now, let me see your hands up. Right now, hands up, hands up. Everybody now, let me see your hands up. Everybody now, let me see your hands up. Everybody now, let me see your hands up. Right now, hands up, hands up. Everybody now, let me see your hands up. Everybody now, let me see your hands up. Everybody now, let me see your hands up. Right now, hands up, hands up. Everybody now, let me see your hands up. Everybody now, let me see your hands up. Everybody now.
I waking up, and if you have over there, over there, with all the friends them over there, over there, with all the girls them over there, over there, with the job over there. Tell me over there, come to Mars.
Let them pass the rum, ice. The place full of woman and vibes. Watch how the party turn up tonight. Because we out and bad and the people fed and we causing trouble. Somebody give me room to mash up this place. Front to the back, to jump up and win. Whole place shell is madness in here. Bring everything way up in the air. Show them up there. Front to the back, to jump up and win. Whole place shell is madness in here. Bring everything way up in the air. Show them up there.
One link, one order, and that we defend. We going down to the end.
Cause it's a whole run away.
Touch one, you touch all.
And the road is the gallery.
And then when my friend them call,
It's a whole gang away.
we be a friend blinking bad. All my friend them stinking mad. We be a friend blinking bad. Martin call me the drinking god. We be a friend blinking bad. All my friend them stinking mad. We be a friend blinking bad. All night we pumping and we crunking, whining and a drunking. Pure sunset and punching. Road. Hey, all houses road right now. All houses road. All houses road right now. All houses road. All houses road right now. All houses road. All houses road right now. All houses road.
I just want to see who are the baddest crew. Who are the baddest crew? Who are the baddest? Who are the baddest? Who are the baddest crew? Who are the baddest crew? Who are the baddest crew? They say my team was the new and this is what they love to do. I do that's for all the fans and start to shake it. Come on, Jarvis, and dislocate it. You feel your bad? My crew go really hard. All the fans and start to shake it. Come on, Jarvis, and dislocate it. You feel your bad? My crew go really hard.
Hello. Good evening. Happy Tuesday. Welcome everyone to another episode of Project with GenX Carnival. Apologies for the delay. I know that we're about 10 to 15 minutes late, but technical difficulties, you guys know how that goes. So my name is 𝐏𝐑𝐻𝐿, and today's show, we will be talking about origins. We're about 100 days away from Miami Carnival with GenX, and I know a lot of people have questions. So today I'll be talking to the GenX team as well as our partners to get a little bit of insight on what we can expect for Miami Carnival with GenX. So I'd like to welcome today our partners, Dr. Benjamin from 𝐏𝐑𝐈𝐆𝐈𝐍𝐒 Chiropractic, Florida, as well as Gabrielle Waite from Karnival GLAM Hub. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hi.
Thank you for having us.
To be here.
Wonderful. So I guess we can start off by just giving us a little bit of insight as to what you guys both do, a little bit about your brands. We can start off with Gabby first.
Okay. So Karnival GLAM Hub is the ultimate one-stop shop for all things glam. This is where you need to be the morning of Carnival to get ready. So we offer makeup, breakfast, hairstyling, and a photo shoot option as well. And then we also shuttle you from where we are to where you need to be on the road. We also have a bronzing area. So we literally have everything that us girls need before we go on the road. And of course, this is our second time partnering with GenX, and we're gonna be at the Hilton DoubleTree this year, and we're gonna be starting from as early as 3 a.m. and we finish at 12.
Wonderful. Well, I will be first in line to make sure and get my whole glam going on.
Yeah.
We are here, and the ladies are definitely ready for that. And Dr. Ben, can you tell us a little bit about what you do? Let me unmute you there. It looks like you're muted. Go ahead.
No worries. So this year we're a first-time partner. We are looking to do a nice little warm-up kind of service, stretching and massage, help loosen everything up before you get out there and start dancing your ass off. You got to keep it fun, keep everybody from getting hurt. We'll be providing stretch therapy and massage therapy, soft tissue work on getting things moving. Any complaints you guys have from low back, hips, shoulders, anything you guys need worked on, we'll be there to work on, complimentary. And we are just kind of looking to help you guys out, make sure that everybody's ready to have a good time, ready to wind, and ready to get out there.
That definitely sounds perfect. And I think before the winding and after winding, we're going to need it, because after all of that, we're definitely going to have to circle back for a little extra, love in there.
Absolutely.
So Gabby, tell me, like, what exactly should we expect from Glam Hub? Walk us through, a first-time experience. What does that look like?
So once you enter, you're greeted by our Glam registration area, where basically, you just apply, sign up, and then we are assigned you to the makeup artist. And with that, you're going to get mimosa on entry. You're seated in the makeup chair. You get your makeup done. After you've gotten your makeup done, we have a makeup and photo shoot option. We have a full glam option. The full glam option actually comes with makeup, breakfast, photo shoot, and the shuttle service. So you can select the full glam option, even if it's just the makeup and photo shoot. You get your makeup done, you put on your costume, you take your photos, you get 3 edited photos, and you receive these photos the next day so that you're free to post. And yeah, so we start as early as 3 a.m. We have over 20 makeup artists. So if you have a group of friends and you really want to get glammed at the same time, you can go ahead and book through GenX, and we will select. You can select the time that you'd like for your group to get glammed, and then you'll just get glammed at the hub. And then after you've been ready, then we will shuttle you from the hub to where you need to be on the road.
Okay, great. And I know the male masqueraders tend to feel left out in these situations. So what type of service do you have available for the men?
Okay, so this time around, we actually have a man cave. And with the man cave, this is where men can actually come and get their haircuts. They can sit, they can wait, they can have a drink. So, if you're dropping off your girlfriend to do her makeup, don't worry. We have a space for you to just come on in, and you can lounge, sit, have a drink, and get you a nice haircut by our Glam Hub barber.
I think the guys will be very happy with that option, okay?
Definitely. I mean, why not? You're going to be seeing a bunch of hot girls just
exactly. Who doesn't like a little bit of eye candy,
Come on now.
And tell us, why did you decide to partner with GenX Carnival for a second year?
Why not? That's the real question. Like, why not? GenX, it was such a success last year, and of course we wanted to come bigger and better this year. GenX is the band to be with. We didn't see what better option there was. We think that there's such a great relationship, a great partnership that we have created. And it's just an added value to, and then the thing is that GenX cares about their revelers, so they just saw this as a great opportunity to extend to their revelers. And I mean, we both offer that premium quality type of service, and there's no other band that we think we could really partner with.
Very well said. And we're very, very thankful to have you on board as one of our partners for another year. Dr. Ben, so you are the top chiropractor doctor in South Florida, in Florida. So tell everyone, why is it important to, visit a chiropractor? Like, why should we all, make this top priority?
Okay, so I'll keep it simple. It's all about mobility, okay? When the body can't move the way it's supposed to, you have degeneration, inflammation, and things that you don't want, pain. So the whole reason you go to a chiropractor is to make sure that things keep moving the way they're supposed to, properly, everything's in alignment. That takes pressure off your body, allows you to age healthily, and kind of all about wear and tear. You want to stay at a point where you do a lot of maintenance. So it's just making sure things are moving properly as you exercise, as you age. All the attacking that you do in your daily life, all the things that happen to your body, you got to make sure that you balance that out, not just exercising and eating healthy, but also getting adjusted. It's just that one more thing to make sure that your body is healthy as it can be.
Always the mute button. And now that you're partnering with GenX for the first time, what exactly will be available, that will enhance the carnival experience of masqueraders?
So we're going to be providing the service of massage work, soft tissue work, any type of tissue therapy that anyone would like, along with some stretch therapy, some exercises, some stuff to help get people moving properly. Along with that, we bring our therapists in-house. So they'll be there while you guys are there to help get you guys ready for whatever you need. And then, of course, because anyone's a part of GenX, we'll be getting stuff to partner with us that allows you to come in covering x-rays, treatment, your first exam, getting you guys in so that we can help you guys out after, like we said, the damage that we're going to do is that during that time, we want to make sure you guys got some help, and we're there to help you guys.
Okay, awesome. And this will all be offered at the mass camp. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, awesome. So tell us, why did you decide to partner with GenX this year for 2022 Miami Carnival on the road with us?
I think Gabby kind of hit a lot of it, but it's honestly, I got to go last year and be a part of the team, be a part of the experience, work with the team the whole weekend, Juve, everything. And they just go above and beyond. We take it a step farther. You know what I mean? The things that you don't see every band having, you guys have. And it allows it to be a much more satisfying experience. It's a lot less stressful because everything is right there. You guys take such good care of your band members. And it just shows. It allows you guys to shine well above everybody else that I saw.
Thank you for those kind words to both of you guys. And like I said, we were very excited to have you guys on board with us. I see that we have our other partner is backstage here. Hi, Candy.
Wait, why am I upside down, guys?
Turn.
Oh, there we go. Sorry.
There we
Hi,
go.
everybody.
Welcome, Candy. This is Candy King, and she is the founder of your favorite stockings. Literally, it's every
That's
girl's
right.
dream to have these stockings, because the level of stress that we have gone through in pulling them up to here and pulling them to the side, trying to make it look
No
good.
more, guys.
It's been a stress. So welcome again,
Yeah.
Candy. So tell us a little bit about the stockings that you have, as well as what does this partnership look like for the masqueraders that will be with us this year? What is this experience going to be like for them?
Okay, so for starters, the name of the brand is Stocking by Candy, and I invented the V-cut stocking. Now, you guys or the masqueraders would know the struggles of putting on your stocking and then your costume and your stocking band showing. We've had that issue for a number of years. Our seasoned masqueraders would know that. And so I invented the V-cut stocking. And what that does is tuck seamlessly under your carnival panty so that you can't see a stocking band. And this year we have this partnership, which I'm very excited about, with GenX, where every single masquerader will get a free stocking once they register with the band. So that was groundbreaking for us and very exciting for the masqueraders. It's something new. We want to get masqueraders thinking about their accessories when they're thinking about their costumes. Is something that everybody needs to think about, not just last minute. So I'm very excited that we have this partnership, and I want the girls to look good on the road. I mean, it really comes from a place of the first time when I invented it, I was looking at everybody and I don't like how it looked. I genuinely just didn't like how it looked. And I want the girls to look good on the road. I want them to feel good on the road. And so a big part of this is just making sure that everybody feels good about their costume, about their look, about just the overall band experience. And that is a big reason why I love GenX so much as well. It's just their attention to detail, the band experience themselves. I resonate a lot with their marketing. And it's just good, guys. It's a good team. And I really, really, really believe in this brand and band.
Well, I feel like I don't need to ask you anything else because you pretty much covered everything that I wanted to ask you. I guess the one main thing is, and ladies and gentlemen, well, ladies, to everyone that's logged on now and that will be watching after, she did say that you will be receiving a free pair of stockings. So I just need to put some emphasis on that again, because the majority of us are scrambling again last minute trying to purchase stockings before you go on the road. You can't get your size, you can't get the color. So GenX is providing, through Stockings by Candy, a free pair of V-cut stockings. So let's say that someone decides, I want to have 2 stockings just in case one rips, or, they have an issue. Is that an option? Can they purchase a second pair?
They can purchase a second pair because we will be at distribution. So if they'd like to add an additional pair, then we'll be at distribution. We do on-site sales. And it's also like a kind of pop-up shop for us. So people are welcome to come and exchange or purchase an additional pair if they'd like.
Okay, great. So, I mean, that it's pretty self-explanatory, guys.
Yes,
You
it's
register with
self-explanatory.
yeah, you register with GenX, you get a free pair of stockings, and Candy
Absolutely.
is a very easy person to reach. So if you have any questions
Yes.
pertaining to that, you can reach out to her brand page as well.
Absolutely.
And they would be happy to assist. So thank you so much, Candy.
If
I
you-
know you're on the move.
Thank you.
But if you wanted to say, if there's any other information that you feel may be necessary, definitely let us know.
Yes, I just wanted to add that we also have plus size stockings available. We recently launched that line, as well as we have colored stockings now. And if anybody is having an issue being matched, if you're not sure what color you are, you can reach out to our page, Stocking by Candy on Instagram, and we will help to get you matched. You can just send us some pictures of yourself, and my team is very good at just looking at your picture and telling you exactly what shade they think you are. So you can reach out to us with that, and we will be happy to assist.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And we look forward to partnering with you again. Dr. Ben, it looks like Gabby may have gotten dropped there. Let me get her back on. Yes, I just want to say on behalf of GenX Carnival, we are super, super excited to have you guys on board with us for another amazing year. Miami Carnival 2022 with GenX is going to be like no other. So thank you again for joining us. And we will see you guys on the road.
I can't wait for it. I look forward to it.
All right. Thank you guys so much.
So excited. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so don't go anywhere. Sit tight. I'm actually going to show you guys, because again, we have a lot of questions that pop up all the time to our social medias via email, and persons are always asking, how do they register? How can, we basically wanted to make this as simple as possible. So we put together a tutorial for you guys that will essentially be able to give you all the information outside of the information that we are providing now that can help your process be a little bit simpler to join us on the road.
Hey guys, so I know you have been peeping the gram and have seen all of our beautiful Origins themed costumes for this year. I'm here to bring you some great news. You still have time to register to experience Miami Carnival with GenX. There are a few steps, so make sure to listen carefully. All you have to do is head over to genxcarnival.com. Here, you will be able to see all of our fire sections for this year, and once you click the Register Now button, you will be able to see more pictures of the male and female costume options and the specifications of each one. Once you find one that you like, go ahead and click the Register Now button below or above it, and from here you will be brought to MassOS. Click the icon in the top right corner and proceed to log into your MassOS account. If you don't have one already, you can make one. The process is very simple. Once you are all logged in, scroll and click on the costume that you want. Make sure to fill out all information and leave nothing blank. From here, you can select any add-ons to your bodywear, like a feather backpack or feathered leg pieces. And listen to what I'm about to say. With your costume comes a free pair of V-cut stockings. So be sure to pick the color and size that you want. If you need to reference the colors again, you can scroll up and find them in the costume picture slides. After that, you can select any other add-ons like duvet, and you can also reserve one of our dope Carnival Glam Hub packages for only $20 extra added to your deposit total. After that, all you have to do is press continue to make your first costume deposit payment, which you will notice is actually the lowest it has ever been before, so take advantage of that. After that, you are all set. Keep making your payments using whichever one of our many payment plans that you choose. The payment deadline is September 1st, and you can pick up your costume at Mass Camp during the week of Carnival. Make sure to turn on our post notifications and continue to check your email so that you do not miss any important announcements or deadlines. See you on the road!
There you have it, a step-by-step tutorial on how you can register with GenX Carnival for Miami Carnival 2022. We will also be posting that on our social media pages as well. So if you guys missed this or you need to kind of go back, if you're not watching it on YouTube, you'll definitely be able to get it on our Instagram, which is at GenX Carnival. I'm also going to share with you guys a really cool video. It's actually one of my favorite videos, not to be biased or anything, but just showcasing. If you haven't registered yet for Juve, I definitely think that you guys need to get on that as well. Juve with GenX Carnival, as well as Road with GenX Carnival, there's nothing like it. There's absolutely nothing like it. So just to give you guys a little taste of what the Juve experience will be like, take a look.
Good afternoon and welcome to the annual GenX Juve Games. I'm your host, Zess Horner. Today we have a jam-packed show for you today. We have two teams who have done it before and they're going to do it again. We have Team Dutty and Team Wild. What do you say, guys? That's right. Now today, oh, wait a second. Security. Oh my God, these people are crazy.
Let's get wild. Follow me, friend, them is crocodile. But the thing you're witnessing Ohio is problem. Fling up everything in the sky. You can see it from a mile. Behavior gets stink. We don't give up what people think. Shut up, that's faster than you can think. I wonder what they put inside the string. Cause who does that drink? Me head chip. Me head chip. Me head chip. Me head chip. I take it better. I take a select me along. Me head chip. Me head chip. Coffee down. It's fun. It's love. So long. Go fly. We want like crocodile right now.
Good evening, guys. Welcome to the second part of our show for this evening, Projects Origins. If you're now joining us, I will be actually chatting with the directors of GenX Carnival. Today we have Mark Anthony Christian, Ajane Green, Tajay, aka Zess Horner, and Matthew Waddell will be joining us this evening. Hi, guys.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Carol.
Yeah,
Hey, what's up, Carol?
All right. So some of the people, have asked who are the persons behind GenX Carnival. So here you have a great view. These are the gentlemen that have been putting together GenX Carnival over the past, it's 3 years now, guys?
Yeah, since 2019. Yeah.
But it's important to throw that the band is very tenured. This band is one of the more, or if not the most seasoned band in Miami. And probably one of the more seasoned bands across the Caribbean, So I think that's important to point out. We kind of came in 2019 because we felt that the band could use a little help, a little amplification of the message that they were trying to get out there. So this is just our journey. We're trying to do the best, for the Masquerade and for, I would say, Miami and the culture.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. So Mark, can you tell us a little bit about the inspiration and the meaning behind the Origins theme for this year?
Sure, absolutely, Carol. So the theme was selected primarily to pay homage to the true pioneers of Carnival, right? We as a group went down to Trinidad, which everybody recognizes as the true mecca of Carnival. And, we want to get a real authentic feel of what the culture entails, We wanted to share with our masqueraders as well a little bit of the history behind why we celebrate Carnival. Everybody enjoys, the fun and the fetes and all that stuff. But really, it goes back to paying tribute to the true reason why we celebrate Carnival and, that we as a Caribbean community has a shared background, a shared history, So that pretty much was our motivation there.
Okay, nice. And Ajane, can you tell us a little bit about what amenities GenX will be offering on the road?
Absolutely. So first and foremost, I would say a first-class carnival experience full of good energy and good vibes, right? So we're going to call that an amenity. Next up, I would say freshly made breakfast and lunch, right? To get your energy up so it can be good. Next up, a fully staffed 52-foot mobile bar stocked with ultra premium top shelf liquor, Hennessy, Casamigos, and much, much more. And then last but not least, air-conditioned mobile bathrooms for your convenience. So that's, of course, super important. Those are our key amenities on the road.
I can't stress enough, super important, because there's nothing like going to use the bathroom during Carnival in the heat, and 1,000 other people have used it. Like, it's just, oh my God, it's just something you guys don't want to do. So thank you for bringing that option to the masqueraders. In terms of the drinks, Tajay, how can we get refills on drinks? Like, how does that work?
So it's actually a crazy question that I saw come up, because I didn't know that people thought that, you had to like buy drinks or something. But no, the drinks are absolutely complimentary. So once you're with GenX and you have your GenX wristband, you walk to the truck and say, hey, I'd like another Casamigos and pineapple, please. And that's it. They pour it in your cup and you're done. You're good to go.
So unlimited is like unlimited.
Yeah, unlimited. Yeah, and we don't run out. So unlimited is unlimited. And there's also unlimited mimosas at breakfast time too. So if you've never been to Miami Carnival, there's a period where the trucks are parked up and you kind of come into like what you call like a village. So there's like the trucks flanking everything, and in the middle there's tents, and that's where you get your breakfast. That's where you'll meet some of your friends. This is before we move off. So right there as well too, you having your eggs. You might not want to start with your Hennessy right there, right? So you want to have like some mimosa or something like that, or like a punch. We have a couple sponsors that are doing punch. So you can get your punch there or your mimosas, and that's unlimited as well until we move off, and then you can get into the good stuff.
Okay, so make note of that, everyone. It's unlimited alcohol, so you can go 10 times, 20 times, 30 times. Just don't fall down, please.
Yeah, responsibly.
Yes,
please.
Exactly.
Indulge
Make sure you guys are pacing yourself and drinking. Water will be unlimited as well. So make sure you guys are definitely pacing yourself through this experience. Okay, awesome. Now, the Mass Camp plays a large role in the Masqueraders experience. So, Matthew, how is GenX approaching this?
Hey, good question. So, I guess the Mass Camp, just for a definition, for anyone who may not know, the Mass Camp is typically where we kind of handle distribution, and distribution is where we're going to actually pick up your costumes, right? Now, with GenX, what we've done is we've partnered with the DoubleTree closer to Miami's airport, which is a very expansive property. It's a hotel, so it offers basically hotel rooms for our masqueraders to stay if they want to be closer to the epicenter, which is something we at GenX would recommend. We've tried to create a situation where our mass camp is very close to all of the other partners or other, I would say, value adds that we have, right? So we'll have the bronzing, the makeup. You'll pick up your costumes there, and any other additions that we may have. We intend to have that at the mass camp, or literally right there, right? So the mass camp is probably going to be your first, I guess, physical experience with the band, or physical interaction with the band before you get on the road, right? And I think it's very important that we address, like, seasoned masqueraders. A big thing we want to get our costume and get out of there, right? So we don't want to be waiting several hours, right? What GenX has done this year is actually we've created a situation where, one, you're able to take care of a lot of the check-in process online before you even get to the mass camp. So if the mass camp used to wait an hour, 2 hours, we can take care of an hour of that before we even get there, which drastically reduces your wait time. Secondly, your wait time, we want to make sure that if you're waiting with us, you're having a good time. We're going to have a DJ, or we've had DJs, and we will continue to have DJs. So we're going to have music. If you listen to our partner, Dr. Ben, he's going to be in there with his massage tables, making sure that people who are waiting, they're able to get, their backs rubbed, or their calves stretched, or whatever this man has, or whatever tricks he has up his sleeve. We want to make sure that people, if they're waiting with GenX, they're listening to music, they're having drinks. Within reason, they're having a very good time, because we understand that even though this won't be your last experience with us for the week or weekend or whatever it may be, a first impression is generally pretty lasting, right? So even if you have the most amazing time on the road, which we know you will, if you had, an average time or a not so great time at mass camp, it's going to leave a lasting impact. And we don't want that. We want from the first moment you kind of come and check us out at mass camp, that we're here to do it the right way. And that's something that you're going to be able to remember even when you go on the road and have the greatest time of your life. It's an all-inclusive. It's a situation where you feel as if we kind of did everything the way you paid for it and the way you wanted it to be. So that's kind of how we are approaching Mass Camp. It's the headquarters, it's the epicenter. And we want to make sure that when masqueraders come there, they feel at home, right? So that's pretty much what I would say.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Matthew. And speaking of costumes, so a lot of people, given that we just came through out of a pandemic, I should say, a lot of people have their cash tied up, and a lot of people are asking, what are the payment options available to them at this point? Mark, can you touch a little bit on that?
Sure, Kara. Sure, Kara. Good question. So one of the things that we try to keep in mind when pricing and offering payment options this year is just that, right now the economy is, going through a tough time and what have you. So we wanted to be as flexible and accommodating as possible. And as a result, we have a variety of payment options. Of course, traditionally, any debit or credit card, major debit or credit card. We also have Google Pay, which we just implemented. And we also have a feature called Afterpay. So that allows you to basically finance the entire costume and then pay it over time, right? That is, it doesn't even check your credit. As long as you have a bank account linked, you can actually qualify for that Afterpay feature. Now, if a masquerader wants to go ahead and register, the standard deposit is $150 across the board. Frontline costumes are $200, standard deposit. Your deposit will only increase if you have specific add-ons. So that's like Juve or the GLAM Hub or what have you. And it only goes up incrementally. So with that said, after you pay your deposit, you can make as many incremental payments as you want. So you can pay weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, all up until final payment. And final payment will be on the 2nd of September. That's the absolute cutoff, final payment date, Friday, September 2nd. So those are the options there. You're muted, Carol.
Never fails.
Never.
Thank you so much for sharing that. So Ajane, can you tell us, what music will we hear on the road with GenX? Like, what can we expect?
I wanted that question. What the hell?
Easy question. Give me that. Okay, so I think we'll have the best DJs, right, from South Florida, the Caribbean, and beyond, New York, etc. And they'll be playing, of course, sweet soca music, as well as probably a little bit of sprinkling a dance, Afrobeat, hip hop, but of course mainly soca. So look out for that. It's Carnival after all.
Okay, so we'll be able to hear a little bit of everything on the road, and of course, soca music.
Of course.
Tajay, since you wanted to be involved in that question, why don't you tell us, I don't know if you're allowed to release that as of yet, but, do you want to give us a little bit of insight as to who's going to be on the road with GenX?
Yeah, I mean, people should tell us who they want on the road. I mean, I think we have everybody on the road with us. We have DJ Young Cho on the road this year with us again. We have Travis World, we have Puffy, LL Cool Blaze, Jazzy T, Dirty Dex, Rocksteady, you name it. So we have the best international local DJs, like Ajane said. And for Juve too, we're not sparing any expenses there as well too. We have DJ Blaze, which is going to bring the small island vibes, which he does very well. And he's actually coming up with a Juve mix, which is going to be launching pretty soon, which is going to get everybody in the groove and in the vibes for Juve coming up. And he's going to really shell the place. So I'm looking forward to that for sure. But yeah, I think we probably have some of the best lineups there, and like my friend Matthew always say, Kanye West could probably come to. You never know with GenX, you never know who we have. And we're working on some other things that I can't really talk about right now when it comes onto the road. But you guys are going to be pretty surprised. Yeah, man, it's gonna be good. So yeah, the vibes on the road. We don't want to spare any expense with that. We definitely want the road experience to be the number one thing. Last year, people talked about it. Even up to today, I got a text about, last year was so good. That is what we want every single time, and we will not spare any expense to make sure that happens. So stay tuned for that.
Okay, that's exciting.
Yeah, man.
And a lot of people don't know where to stay, because a lot of the events are in different places. You know, you have some north, some south, some east, some west. So Matthew, you know, where can people stay that's central to the fets, and, you know, all the carnival activities and activations that will be going on?
Hey, that's a good question. I mean, our recommendation is probably, it's always going to be stay at our mass camp, which is it's a DoubleTree. It's actually super close to Juve. I mean, if you're feeling froggy, you could potentially walk there, and you could potentially even walk to mass on the Sunday. I wouldn't recommend that, and we'll have, you know, shuttles and whatnot. You're going to have the necessary infrastructure to move around. But I think that the easiest, you know, and I think that's probably what you want to do, is kind of just hook up with us and get a room at the DoubleTree. The rooms are going fairly quickly, as it's just a convenient and just a logical move, right? So that would be our recommendation, you know, from the band.
Okay, thank you. And Ajne, how long would you say is the carnival parade? Because people need to mentally prepare themselves for this. You know, they need to get their stamina up. They got to hit the gym. You know, they need to have an idea as to what they're working with here.
No, that's right. That's right. So I would say people should expect to be fetting and chipping down the parade route for probably about 4 hours, right? I think what's important for people to know is that different bands push off or, you know, start parading down the route at different times. So of course, we'll inform you of when that is for our specific band, but it's about 4 hours of fetting and chipping down the parade route. And of course, once we cross the stage, you know, the party continues, the good vibes continues for a couple more hours, dependent on what time we actually pushed off. So prepare good footwear, as I said, get your stamina up, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Can I add to that too? A lot of people don't know as well that once you're in Carnival with GenX, you actually have access to the Miami Carnival concert that happens after, and they bring everybody. So if you can think of a soccer artist, they're probably going to be there, right? They're going to be there, and so after the road march, you can walk straight over there. Once you have your GenX and your Miami Carnival wristband on, you get free access to that as well too. So that's usually something that you have to pay $100 to get into. Not when you have a wristband with GenX, you just walk right in and you're good. So after the fete, after you party with us and you drink off all our liquor, which is probably impossible, and you still walk across and go to the concert there and see your favorite artist. So that's another value add there as well.
Good point.
Okay, so literally GenX is just winning out in these streets at this point. You sign up with GenX and you're getting everything you need.
Yep.
So Mark, I'm actually seeing, I guess I could direct this question to you because I saw that 2 persons in the chat said that they're not seeing the afterpay option on the website. So is that something that's currently ready to go, or is that something that's coming?
So it is live. Actually, I verified today before this interview that it was actually up and running. So yes, it is in fact contingent, I guess, on where you're logging in from. So I don't know if the people who are trying to use that afterpay feature are located stateside or not. It may be restricted in certain countries, but if they send us an email or whatever, I can definitely look into it and see why it's not showing up for those people.
Okay, thanks. So Ayo Jazz and Latonya Reed, definitely send us an email if you guys are having issues so we can look into that as soon as possible. Mark, while I have you, what is the last day for someone to register to play with GenX? Because I know that we have a bunch of sections that are sold out. So, you know, it's very critical now if people are wanting to register, you know, what is that timeline like?
Good question. Good question. So, you know, as a Caribbean community, we like to procrastinate and wait till the last minute to do everything. Definitely, this is going to be based on availability. So as you said, we already have 2 sections completely sold out. I think there are another 2 sections that are about 90% sold out. So ultimately, the sooner the better. I would recommend, I understand people get paid on different schedules and stuff. If you can find the 150, you know, just put it down for now, reserve it for the 150, and then, you know, month end or, you know, the end of the week or whatever, you know, you guys can go and pay your balances or whatever. But the absolute cutoff where we'll no more costume being sold is July 31st. And that's to accommodate our production, because once we get all the orders in, we have to send it out to the manufacturer for production. So after July 31st, if anything still is available that's the last date that you can register.
Okay, thank you. And once they've registered and they have, everything set to go, when will costumes be available, Matthew?
Yeah, so I mean, for the season masqueraders, they know costumes are going to be available the week of distribution. And for the first timers, just to be specific, costumes will start being available, I believe, on the 2nd of October. And let me just do a quick confirmation. It's actually going to be the 3rd of October to the 7th. And just to, I guess, give a little bit more detail, we will release a schedule closer to the time that's going to detail which costumes are available on which days, right? So, for instance, our costumes that are sold out right now, they're Flambeau and Junkanoo, right? We may say, hey, Flambeau is available for pickup on Monday, Junkanoo is available on Tuesday. What happens is you can come on Monday to pick up Flambeau, but if you are not here on Monday, which, we do understand that we have, a lot of participation from surrounding states and countries, you may not fly in until later on in the week. Once your costume has launched, let's say Flambeau launched on Monday, but you arrive on a Wednesday, you're still available, you're still permitted to pick up that costume. However, if Junkanoo was to be launched for delivery on Wednesday, but you show up on Tuesday, you would not be able to pick that costume up. So I think it's super important just to pay attention for when we launch or when we make known our distribution schedule, and we'll make it as easy to follow as possible. And obviously, you can contact us through all methods, just if you need any more clarity.
Yep.
Thank you. And I know that GenX has a lot of different events happening throughout the year. What events will we be doing for 2022? And how are you promoting, or are you doing any promoting, Miami Carnival weekend?
Yeah, so I guess I'll take that question. So
Yes.
Miami Excess Weekend is back, guys. So Miami Excess Weekend was a big success last year, where we had fets from Wednesday all the way to Monday. So we had fets like Tipsy, we had Arrivals, and we had like Back on Monday. So those events are coming back, and we're gonna add a few more. And so yeah, that's gonna happen from Wednesday through Monday on the Carnival week. So if you plan to head out or ship out after Carnival, try to book your flight for like Tuesday or Wednesday of the following week, because you want to be here for all those events. And then what Miami Excess Weekend is basically a Fed Pass. So you purchase this Fed Pass and you're able to get into all these Excess events. So basically, once you have that wristband, you go to the Excess rep and they walk you inside the event. No questions asked once you have that wristband. And you can pick up that wristband at the mass camp or at the actual event itself. So we try to make it super convenient for you. So details on that are going to come in a couple days, maybe a week or maybe 2 weeks. But we're just ironing out all the details and, putting all the superstar acts together. Like my friend Matthew always say, Beyonce may want to come and do a show with us. So never know.
You never know.
You never know.
Hold me to that. Hold me to it. Hold me to it.
So we have a couple of questions actually in the chat from IMW Fitness. They're asking, are you doing the delivery option this year to hotels?
Great question. Who wants to take that?
I'm sorry, go ahead. What was the question?
Is GenX doing delivery options this year to the hotels? And before you answer that question, sorry. So for those of you who are online right now, if you do have a question, just drop it in the chat and I will get the guys to answer that for you. So go ahead and just put the questions in there and then we will handle it accordingly. So are we doing delivery options to the hotels?
So we're going to partner with the best people to do that, right? So last year, we partnered with Bacchanal to Go. So Bacchanal to Go this year, we're not going to be using Bacchanal to Go, not because of anything else, but Bacchanal to Go was like a joint venture between us. So we've decided that we want to focus a lot of our energy and effort in the mass camp, in the distribution part of things to make things run smoother and invest our time into, what Matthew was talking about, like the pre-check options and things so that you, the masquerader, can be happier. And we're going to choose the 1 or 2 best distribution outlets out there to work with. So the ones that have done the best in a couple of years, we're in talks with them right now to solidify that. So yes, there will be some semblance of costume delivery, and we will tell you who those authorized partners are. And remember as well too, I'm not sure if a lot of people know this, but with your costume, once you have your costume and you've paid for it and everything, you're able to designate someone else to pick up on your behalf. So let's say, for instance, you're coming in on Friday, but your costume is released on Wednesday. You can still come and pick it up on Friday, but if you want to get ahead of the game, you can ask your cousin or your uncle or whoever you trust. You can make them a designated collector, and they can go ahead and pick up that costume for you on your behalf too. So we try to make things convenient for you. You're muted, Kara.
I'm gonna like put a sticker on my laptop that just says mute, unmute. Matt, can you tell them which location of the DoubleTree that you mentioned?
Yeah, so you're right. So there's a DoubleTree, and you're gonna have the hotel portion, right? And then you're actually gonna have the convention center. So the reason why the DoubleTree is actually a really good partner is because the DoubleTree is actually size-wise, it's very facilitating. So the mass camp is actually in the convention center, which is pretty easy to find once you pull up.
Yeah.
It's going to be to the left-hand side. You'll kind of go through a little security check. Well, not really a check, but and that's where it's going to be. It's going to be on the left-hand side. It's a massive place, a lot of space. It's very easy to be comfortable. You don't have to worry about going in somewhere and having it be very tight. I think we've done a very good job in picking a good partner, and it's going to be at the convention center, which is the spot adjacent to where and the address. Just if people are listening want to know, it's 711 Northwest 72nd Ave. This is going to be in Miami. So that's 711 Northwest 72nd Ave, Miami, Florida. The zip code is 33126. The way how I describe it, it's the DoubleTree closest to the Miami airport, right? That's where we're going to be.
Thank you, Matt. And another great question. Goddess, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Are you going to be able to try on the costumes at the mass camp just in case there's fitting issues? How are you guys going to deal with that situation?
So we do have a very accommodating restroom area. We don't have private changing rooms just because of the sheer size of our band. But we do have facilities that if they want to, they can try it on in the facilities that are there. But we don't have dedicated or designated fitting rooms, unfortunately. We will have a staff there that can assist. So we'll have concierge that, if there's any, issues with the costumes or whatever, we can definitely have it addressed at the moment. But we don't have designated fitting rooms. But as I said, the restrooms are huge, air conditioned, spacious. So definitely you guys, if so desire, you want to try it on at the mass camp, you definitely have space to do that.
Okay, I hope that helps, Garden. And Tajay, I know that you said that in the coming weeks you'll have some more information pertaining to excess package and so forth. But this person was asking, do you have an idea when the tickets will drop?
Yeah, so in a couple, so we're in talks right now with a few more of the events there. So just 2 events we're trying to wrap up and solidify. So once that happens, then we'll drop the cost, and we'll also drop the link for where that's going to be sold. And I'll tell you, once we make this announcement, guys, you're going to want to get your excess passes right away, else you're going to be paying 1-1 for those tickets, elsewhere. So more to come on that. But as soon as we have that information, we'll let you guys know.
And that 1-1 adds up to hundreds and hundreds, in case you guys didn't know. So you definitely want to look into the excess package, because you put together 4 events at regular price and you're paying about $600. Okay, so make sure you guys check out excess. Gina J asks, what is the latest time you'll be able to pick up your costume from the mass camp?
All right, so that's a good question. So what's going to happen is we're going to put out the scheduling. That's going to be a little bit later, probably a little bit closer to distribution when that starts. And depending on flow and depending on the size of the band, that's the hours of operation are generally going to be a function of that. So if you're asking how late on a particular day, I don't want to put my foot in the mouth and say that we're going to be open until midnight on a Thursday or midnight on a Friday. That timing hasn't been solidified as yet. But I would feel safe assuming that we're probably going to be open till at minimum 8 o'clock throughout distribution, right? Obviously, don't hold me to this. The distribution schedule will be released a little bit closer to the time. And at that point in time, we'll be able to give you exact opening hours. And as I said, that currently is a function of just the size of the band and the flow.
That was my phone that just dropped.
I was wondering.
At least you're not muted.
It was the phone.
What a
Thanks,
time not
man.
to mute, Tara.
And Busha asked, so for the bands that will be provided for excess, will it be one that you're wearing for the entire weekend? Do they keep it on, or do you swap that out for every event?
Oh, so yeah, you definitely. I might not. Okay, good. Yeah, so you definitely want to keep it on. The minute you pick it up, tight on your wristband, on your wrist, because someone's going to want to take it from you. You keep that thing on until the last event. You don't take it off. So even on the road with us, you keep it on, because there's going to be an event called Back on Monday that we're doing on Monday as well. So you don't want to go to that event. So yeah, as soon as you pick it up on Wednesday or Tuesday or Monday, you leave that thing on, and you get access. And there's also things that we may add to it too. So there might be events that are not on the schedule, but if you have your excess wristband, you might be able to get to this other event that's not on our schedule that might be like an open segment. So those are the things that we'll send emails out directly to those people who have excess. So it's a cool feature. It's something cool to have. So definitely look out for that.
Great. So thank you everyone for all of your questions. If you guys have any more, you can definitely drop them in the chat box. I have a few questions for you guys as well. So I'm going to put you guys in the hot seat. So we're going to do a quick this or that rapid question session. Okay. So I'm going to start off with literally this or that. All right. So I'm going to go from top to bottom. So we'll go with Mark first. Trinidad Juve or Carnival Tuesday on the road?
Carnival Tuesday.
Interesting. I would take Juve. 𝐿𝐴𝐚𝐦𝐢. T-shirt. You know what? I'm going to hold that one. Slow wine or fast wine? Slow wine. Okay. Tajay, groovy soca or power soca?
Groovy is my thing, man. I love groovy soca, but I mean, you can't go wrong with power. So
okay.
I plead the fifth.
Matthew, t-shirt masks or costume? Now, when I say t-shirt masks, we're talking about the shorts are like the hot shorts, like this medium banded hoppy pants. Okay.
That's why.
We're going with those or costume.
For me personally, I'm gonna be in a costume. I do this real deal. I'm authentic.
You're a purist.
When you see me, it looks like I'm gonna fight a war. Or I'm Arrow. Whatever the real costume is, that's what I want to be.
Okay.
If you look on the Jab male costume this year, different. I'm not gonna wear a t-shirt. I'm gonna wear that costume
with the feathers,
and I'm in shape.
The backpack.
Okay.
Not really, I'm not really in shape. But
the shameless. Oh gosh! All right, Mark, roti or doubles?
Roti, easy.
What kind of roti?
Dal roti.
Oh, you like dal puri? Okay. All right, Ajane, Kess or Marshall?
Don't answer that. Don't do it.
Honest.
You should ask me that question.
Don't do it.
Okay. You can.
No. I didn't want.
Call a friend. Ajane, call a friend.
Don't call.
Don't do it.
Ajane, you call the wrong person. I tell you, Vibes Cartel. Don't do it.
All right, so you're gonna plead the fifth on that one then?
They said Marshall. They said Marshall.
Okay, all right.
They said it.
Tajay, gyros from Yusuf or Trinidad KFC?
Oh man,
gyros.
Well, as a Jamaican, I respectfully would have to go with Jamaican KFC.
No.
Right?
This
so
is not,
I know.
not about
so,
Jamaica.
I know that, but so Yusuf will have to win because I cannot deny Jamaican KFC. So Yusuf gyros all day.
Okay, fine. We'll take it. It's acceptable in this moment.
Because you do know that KFC in Jamaica is better than one in
No,
Trinidad.
no, it's not. But we're not gonna have this discussion now.
It's true. It's a fact.
Okay, you know what?
Google
Everyone
it.
in the
You
group
can-
chat in the chat currently, I want you guys to say is if you've been to Jamaica and you've been to Trinidad and you've had their KFC, I want you guys to put which KFC is better.
It's close, Kara.
I hands down know it's Trinidad, but it's
close.
fine. I'm I'm outnumbered. There's like 10 Jamaicans on this call. So
Until that KFC comes out with barbecue chicken, Jamaica
will not have a chance.
And this is in the Encyclopedia Britannica.
Yep.
I think Guinness World Book of Records.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just let you guys have it so that you can sleep better tonight. It's fine. It's it's not a problem. So as per the group, not group, sorry, I'm on WhatsApp way too much. As per the chat, it looks like we have 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay, folks. I'm outnumbered. Jamaica KFC. As for the audience, it's Jamaica. This is not a Cara thing. This is not a Trini thing. So all the Trinis watching, I got y'all. This is the Jamaicans are saying that Jamaican KFC wins. All right. So Tajay, you're going with gyros over KFC.
Yeah.
All right, Matthew.
Although it pains me to say.
Are you the life of the party or are you the laid back guy?
The first one.
Life of the party?
But depends on what alcohol is there. We have
Is it-
stories.
Depends on what time in the party you ask that.
Yeah. What time, what beverages he has consumed, all these things, what he ate before he came to the party. There's a lot of things, a lot of variables there that can.
Okay, but generally speaking, Matt, it's you're trying to be the life of the party.
I think
That's the goal.
I think that's your responsibility, you know. And I take that
this is why I like to
responsibility
party
very
with you.
seriously, right? You know, it's like your job. You show up 9 to 5. You show up at 8:55 and check in. You take it seriously. That's how I view being the life of the party, you know. And I recommend you guys to do the same.
Thank you, Governor. Mark, breakfast party or boat ride?
That's difficult. I'd probably say boat ride.
I think I would say breakfast party actually, especially if it's an all-inclusive. That's the determining factor, I think.
If it's strut, you have to go boat ride. Big up, man. Big up, live in love.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug there. Ajane, Bay on the road or boys on the road?
Don't answer that one.
Kara is setting me up. I'm not answering that question. Not at all. Leaving that.
Plead the fifth.
I've been difficult with my connection.
Yeah,
I've been difficult with my
Yo,
connection.
next time I'm gonna say there's no pleading the fifth allowed, okay?
As you know, you have cricket wireless.
All right, Tajay, Johnny Walker or White Oak?
White Oak? Okay, I think they're a Caribbean man.
Really?
Yes, man, a Caribbean man. You can't come bring Johnny Walker and White. I mean, there's no White Oak. I'm going to drink Johnny Walker, but if White Oak is there, I'm drinking the White Oak. I mean,
okay, all right.
this is a no-brainer. You know?
I'm drinking the Johnny, so more Johnny for me.
Boy, sorry,
Happy about that.
Big up Trinis. Big up all my Trinis who love Johnny Walker.
And
Big up.
coconut water.
Coconut water.
We have that, by the way, on the road as well too.
I was just about to say, do
Just
we
plug
have
it.
coconut water on the road?
Definitely have Johnny Walker.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. And the last one is Matt. DJ Puffy or Private Ryan?
No answer that one day either.
Why? Well,
You guys know the rules of this or that, right? Like you have to answer one
I
or the
can't
other.
answer it. All right. They're both, the boy Private Ryan, the boy different. They're different. Puffy different. These are but here why. Puffy is with us.
Yeah, that's true.
You need to ask Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Or whichever band him playing for.
Yes. I mean, I can answer that if you don't mind, Matt. Let me answer that question. So for me, I really feel that the fundamental difference in
You're muted.
Wait, you just muted yourself.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That's right. That's right. Let's do so. Yeah, man.
Oh my gosh.
and that's why I think he's better. It's just not the fact, you know.
That was clutch.
You know
You
what?
can't deny it. You can't deny that. So that's why I think he's the better one.
Tajay, if being a director of Gen X does not work out for you, you should do stand-up comedy, and I'm sure all the masqueraders will come out to support you. That was clutch for sure. But yeah, that was a great, fun little round. But you guys technically completed the fifth half of my questions, so I'm gonna have to revisit, this and come back again another day. But thank you guys so much for sharing that information.
Before you wrap up, I just wanted quick thing that just popped into my mind. I know Matthew touched on it a little bit earlier about people who are coming from out of town. I understand that, based on travel plans and vacation time, they may not necessarily be able to come early in the week and stuff. So a lot of people arrive the Thursday or the Friday. I would recommend definitely, if possible, getting Uber XL to pick up the costumes, especially those with backpacks, just because the backpacks are quite elaborate this year. And, you don't want it to be damaged or compromised in, a compact vehicle or what have you. So definitely trying to, get XL Uber or Lyft or whatever is our recommendation.
Thank you, Mom.
Okay, noted. And I actually just saw that there was one more question that said, will we be able to dance with other masqueraders in the same band if we are in different sections before we get on the stage?
1000%. Yes, man. Gen X is not a segregation band. So once
why not anything, anywhere?
Yeah, man.
So
pick up
the only time we're going to ask that you stay in your sections is during stage crossing.
Right. And that was the end of it. They said before we get to the stage.
Right.
Yeah.
Which should be,
The recommendation is to dance with other people.
Like just dance with everybody. Get picked up. Let them run with you.
Yeah, man.
Live your best life on the road with Gen X for Miami.
Once in the band, you can move freely around the band. We have 2 drinks truck, music truck, everything is there. Move freely around, do whatever you want to do. Your friend can be in one section, you can be in another section. It doesn't matter. As long as when you get to the stage, then you get in your section and you put on that performance so we can win this thing.
Also, Carol, Tajay mentioned we have 2 drinks trucks. We also have a food truck as well, an entire truck dedicated just to food distribution. I know a lot of people probably, during party and stuff, they don't hear the announcements. But just so FYI, that food truck will be toward the back of the parade. It's right before the bathroom truck, which is at the back. But food will start to be served once we actually push off from the starting point, and it will be served all the way through the procession. So whenever you're hungry, you have your wristband, just go present your chit, you get your lunch of choice. This year we have quite a variety of options. We have vegan option, we have a pescatarian option, and of course traditional jerk chicken. So variety, whatever you guys want, we aim to please.
So in between all of that unlimited drinking that you guys will be doing, definitely, make sure you guys get your food. And again, hydration is so important. Drinking responsibly is very important. So we can't stress that enough. We want to make sure, obviously, everyone comes on the road and has a great time and returns home safely as well. Before we go, though, guys, I'm interested to hear what are your favorite sections, or what is your, what is it for you? What hit home for you? So, Matt, what's yours?
My favorite section is Jab Jab.
Why?
I got the design, I think the design is really relatable to the name of the section, the horns. Really what we wanted to call it was a Blue Devil, but we call it Jab Jab. The designer, David Dua, who's, I would consider one of the, I don't want to, he deserves it. He's an awesome designer. You know what I'm saying? The awesome designer. He did really well. And, I think he and I went back with the design a lot. And I played with a lot of the pieces, the horns. And,
oh, my God. All right, Karen, take him off his
No, that's my favorite one. That's my favorite. I thought it was shot really well. I thought it was really well done. Right?
Okay. All right. And someone in the chat said, yes, Jab Jab for sure. So, Ajane, what is your favorite section and why?
Moko Jumbi. Again, I thought that was shot really well. Design is incredible. The colors are great. I think the backpack is very unique, like the faces on the backpack. And it's, it's one of our hottest selling sections as well. So if you like it, you better buy it. Yeah.
Point blank. Period.
Simple.
Mark, what's your favorite? Excuse me.
Man, this is tough. There are two that I love. I can't really pick between the two. That's Jankono and Tambo Bambo. I think the creativity behind Tambo Bambo was amazing. Rion Romani did that one, and like it has like lattice work in the bra, and you know, it just very, very, you know, attention to detail was awesome. So I love that one. And then the colors for Jankono is just amazing. So if I had to, it would be one of those two. I can't pick. Those two are my favorites.
All right. I have a idea of what Tajay is going to say, but go ahead, Tajay.
All right. Well, I like, there's two that I really like.
I'm going to say Flambeau is going to be one of them.
Yeah. I think everybody likes Flambeau. I mean, that was the first one to sell out. It sold out like in no time, right? But without Flambeau, right, there is Dragonaires, because it pays homage to a great, you know, soca legend, Byron Lee and the Dragonaires, right? So, and you know, it really brings the essence of Jamaica. You know, I'm Jamaican and whatever. So, you know, I love that big gold chain business, and you know, the glasses option. I think it's really cool. I really like Kalinda a lot too, because that's the blue and the gold. I think it and the way it's done and the way it shakes, because of like, you know, the real African tribalism that goes into the costume. I love that as well. So those are my two favorite for me. But yeah, I like all the costumes, man. Like Mark was saying about the Rian Romani one, you know, that backpack is actually bamboo that they you know, they soak it overnight to bend it. Like, it's crazy. Like that costume has so much, like, you know, love that was put into it, you know. So I mean, I like all our costumes. I know it sounds cliche to say, but I do like all our costumes. You know, like Kadooment is a strong one too. You know,
I really like Junkanoo.
You know, yeah, a lot of people like Junkanoo. The colors just, I mean, it has every single color of the rainbow in there. So you gotta see something you like from it, you know. So yeah, man.
My second favorite was Kaiso. And I really like that one.
Yeah, a lot of bling and stuff too. Yeah. So it's hard to really pick, man. I think when you look at it, you can see that people having a hard time choosing costumes, you know. So I think I tell people every time, just pick what you think you're gonna look the best in, not necessarily what you like. Just pick what you think you're gonna look the best in, so that way you have the confidence when you're on the road, so you can feel good about yourself, and you just, you know, let go, let loose.
Walk out, my girl.
And if you need any confidence, we have Hennessy and we have Casamigos.
Lots of Casamigos.
And White Oak.
We're able to help in that department.
So all of you guys are going to be in costume on the road.
Absolutely.
Well, I know for sure Matt is coming out in his full kit. So
Matt is the Blue Devil.
I am the Blue Devil.
So masqueraders, everyone that's watching, you can expect to see these guys out in their fro costume. And if they are not in costume, I urge you to stop them, tap them on the shoulder, and say, "Hey, what's going on?" Because all this talk about it, they better be in a costume. So make sure you guys stop them when you see them and give them a shot. If they're not in a costume, every one of you guys give them a shot. Okay, that's what I urge you guys to do.
1942.
Okay, that's what Matt's drinking. Although you won't be having any shots because you'll be in full armor, so you'll be able to avoid that. Somebody said, DR said, I would pay to see y'all in costume. Okay.
Who's DR?
DR, you should send us a DM. Let's have a conversation about this.
Big up DR.
Yes, let's talk about that. But thank you guys for joining us. It was a great show. Another really, really, really informative session. I hope you guys are excited about GenX being with GenX Carnival for Miami Carnival 2022. You guys got to meet the directors. You guys got a little bit of insight. You guys got to meet our partners. Again, I want to say thank you so much to our partners, Stockings by Candy, Carpe Diem, Dr. Benjamin, as well as Gabby from Carnival Glam Hub, and then all of our other partners, all of our designers, just everyone who has been involved from day one to just make this a great experience. You know, shout out everyone, our volunteers, our committee. You know, we love you guys. I don't know if you guys have any parting words for those who are watching, because we have the viewers online now, and then, you know, people are going to be seeing this after the show is over as well. So if you guys have any final words?
Yeah, I'll start. Definitely, as Matt said, GenX has been around for over 20 years. You know, we just recently relatively took over the band. You know, it's 3 years, going on 4 years now. So, you know, we appreciate all the love and support that we have gotten from, you know, the masqueraders who jumped with GenX before, and the new masqueraders that have joined since. And, we have grown exponentially since, we took over the band in 2019. And definitely we ultimately just want to give you guys the best carnival experience. We think Miami Carnival has, second only to probably Trinidad, the best potential, right? We're not there yet, but we're working on building Miami Carnival. I think it has all the elements, that is needed. And, we're just definitely working towards it. If there's anything that we can do that we haven't done yet, definitely we welcome the feedback or the input. And, we just want to make the carnival experience awesome. So thank everybody.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Mark. And 𝐢𝐚𝐸?
Yeah, I mean, so kind of to echo what Mark was saying, I was going along the lines of feedback. I think that me personally, in 2019, the first year that we did it, I probably my favorite part about the whole experience, aside from the road, was actually getting to meet people, new people, people who gave feedback. I mean, I met people from the UK, from Canada, from Trinidad, Jamaica. Didn't know these people before, who were talking about how much they enjoyed the experience and they wanted to travel us to Carnival in Trinidad when we went, etc., etc. So I think to everybody out there, please, if you see us, come talk to us, give us feedback, tell us what you like, what you don't like, and we'll always take that under advisement. But yeah, that's it for me. Love.
Thank you, 𝐢𝐚𝐸. Tajay?
I'd say, guys, if you have any questions, jump in the DMs. You can hit us up on Twitter. Instagram is probably our #1 channel. You can send us an email at customerservice@genxcarnival.com, and you'll be answered. So don't expect us to get back to you in 2 seconds, but we'll get back to you very shortly. And the DMs are on Instagram is much quicker. But I've said that to say, reach out to us. Ask us any questions you'd like, to make sure that you have the best experience, to make sure that you're doing the right thing, to make sure that you really understand what you're doing. And we just want you to come and just experience this vibe, because once you're in and once you do GenX, you're not going to want to do anything else. You're going to want to go to every single carnival in the world, and that's what we're trying to do, right? Spread the love of carnival, and that's what I think we are here to do, and I think the guys will agree with me as well.
That's a fact. Once you go GenX, you never go back. And last but not least, Matthew.
Hey, Carol. Hey, people. I think the guys said it best. At the end of the day, we're trying to fine-tune the experience so that it's something that you guys truly find enjoyable. I think Carnival is the 9th wonder of the world. It's like a hack in life, right? So, where else are you just going to go and just be able to just drink all day and just jump up on people and just wind up and just have a very good time, right? So I think with that being said, we're just trying to take that type of product or that concept and really make sure that it's done well. And the only way we can really do that is by participation and feedback from, our consumer or the masquerader, right? So giving feedback is really you guys actually, sharpening the sword that kind of, I guess, fashions your carnival experience. So, I guess I'm piggybacking on what the gentleman people said before me, but I think it's a valid and very strong message. So that's what I would be saying in closing. Love.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for sharing all of this information again. And to everyone that's been viewing, thank you for spending the past hour with us. I hope that you were able to, gain some knowledge, and any questions that you had, we were able to answer that. Again, like Tajay said, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to us via email, via DM. We are always happy to help. We're here to serve the people and make sure that you guys have the most epic experience ever. So thank you again. My name's 𝐏𝐑𝐈𝐆𝐈𝐍𝐒. Always an honor sharing space with all of you guys. And I can't wait to see everyone on the road with GenX for Miami Carnival 2022. We will have a few more project shows coming up, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel, GenX Carnival, as well as the Instagram page, GenX Carnival. You guys are all smiling. I'm not sure what's going on, but
the group chat is on fire.
Just love.
Yes.
Just love.
love, sister love, brother love. All right, guys, thank you again, everyone, for watching. You guys have a blessed night, and we'll see you guys soon.
All right,
peace.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.